such a good point. You're so right about that, and we're still gonna play Widow.
I need this for my college. I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years.
Based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but everybody in the team knew what was going on.
No, hold on. Based off of misinformation, what information could there have been? Like, what did you go off of? You didn't...
Too, because weird how women manage to ruin everything competitive in these team game. I think this does have to do with the fact that they're women, and I'll explain why.
Justice for Kingsman. Justice for that guy. Whoa!
All right, so apparently the Marvel Rivals drama of Kingsman versus the Three Hags from the Hercules movie, starring CeCe, Zaza, and Luciasa, has not yet reached its climax yet. And as they flee to Twitter to make excuses, they seem to dodge all accountability on the way down.
Everyone thinks this guy's a loser.
Like a bug.
She called him a loser.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that, and we're still gonna play Widow.
I need this for my college. I need this for my college.
The fuck?
And, you know, basically making fun of this guy for needing money for college. Meanwhile, they're sitting there playing Marvel Rivals for a job.
You stream and play video games for an income, for a living. You can't make this shit up.
Look at how totally indulgent and nasty this is.
Oh, of course it is, because they probably started streaming, you know, they look fairly young. They start streaming, maybe they're still in, you know, fucking high school when they started. Now maybe they're out. Maybe they're still fucking living at their parents' house, and they start streaming, and they have no bills. They have no responsibilities. They don't have anything to pay off. They have no worries. So everything for them is more or less taken care of. It's completely fine. So they have no concept of the value of money. So that's why you have this dumb bitch up here sitting going, 6 or 7. Talking about like 3K isn't a lot of money to like the average person. Meanwhile, later on, she goes sub only and runs maximum fucking ads on Twitch so that she can try and get as much money as possible. Like, it's fucking stupid.
Play Widow.
She's making fun of him for needing money for college.
That's gonna be the most fucking dumbass, low room temperature IQ, fucking privileged, entitled shit I've heard in a long time. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of crazy, entitled, privileged shit.
That's really sad.
The hell is this here? My final statement, I take accountability for my poor handling of the situation and should have accommodated Kingsman better because I understood his motivation to try and win 3K. Not 40K. I misspoke in the green light clip, whatever the fuck that is, in the same stream. After the clip was cut, I clarified Bassem did not ask for approval. He was going to kick him regardless.
What?
He doesn't have to ask you for fucking approval. He's the tournament organizer. But the fact is that wouldn't have even been in the conversation. Like let's backtrack. How the fuck, again, how do we think that this even started? It's because you went to him in the middle of while you're doing scrims and was complaining about him. And probably you and the other 2 women as well. And then you got fucking what's-her-name's boyfriend hopping on this dog shit pile as well. It's like, it is your responsibility. It is your fault. You did cause this. Get the fuck out of here.
Based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but everybody in the team knew what was going on.
No, hold on. Based off of misinformation, what information could there have been? Like, what did you go off of? You didn't fucking... This fucking guy. He didn't go off of anything. Like, I can already imagine how it went. That's why in the middle of the call with Kingsman, she said she had to step away. She stepped away because they had already fucking shit from the get-go. That's how it goes. These professional victims, these crybabies, had already fucking reached out to this guy. And they were already messaging him probably while those fucking scrims were going on. And so she has to step away, take a call. It's like, come on, I knew, like, everybody knew. Anybody who knows fucking knows. Like, she was messaging this fucking guy. They were all about it. He had no information. That's basically the whole conversation. They went to him, they complained. They said he's being mean. He keeps asking Zaza to switch off Widow, like he's making her upset. Probably called him a fucking misogynist on top of that. And then he just made the call right then and there. Fucking information. Fucking get out of here.
Yeah, but I don't agree though. Like, what type of misinformation could there have been that it warrants somebody getting kicked out though? I mean, what I've seen, and I mean, there's stuff. It's still not enough though.
Going on, and the fact that nobody told me anything was. That's whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Also,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The boyfriend in this story is reaching out with an apology, saying that he went about it the wrong way and overstepped. Zaza, the widow, told him to leave it alone, but he couldn't control his impulses. The demon had to be let out of the cage. Thus, he went in and started sending clips to the tournament organizer.
No. This is the fucking boyfriend. I've seen this archetype of this, and that's the funny thing about this is I've seen this archetype of this male before like 1,000 times. This is the white fucking knight. This is the dude pretending that he's the hero coming in. He certifiably 100% wanted to be the guy to like sweep in and be like, oh, don't worry, babe. Has no idea, probably, or maybe he did. Maybe he did know what was going on.
Somebody this buddy don't even believe it in some of the shit that they type, but they still go for it.
God bless this guy. I can't understand half the fucking shit he's saying sometimes, but God bless him. All right, then we have this tweet from the Mad Queen, the psycho herself. CeCe tweeted, "I'm sorry I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Earlier today, I woke up to 1,000 noties from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman's. I was having a panic attack, and I just started experiencing something. Oh my god. Okay. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacks social skills because he spends his time playing video games inside. I was angry and ended up lashing out at him instead of his community." Yeah, because his community is the problem. For sure, that's what it is. First it's he's the problem, then it's his community the problem, even though he has no control over that, and he can only control that, that floodgate so much. But no, it's community is right. Have you ever thought that maybe the problem might be you? Maybe it's because the second this popped out of the fucking bubble and went outside of that little private Discord call between you three girls and him, and went out to the court of public opinion. And then your apology only comes out after the fact when you saw that, like, oh, a lot of people don't like this, and they're looking at our shit and they're saying it stinks. Like, and it should get the fuck out of here. And then I was angry and ended up lashing out at him instead of his community. I deeply regret it, and I apologize for flinging another insult out. This shows I have terrible character, but I will be working on watching the words I say and getting help with my panic attacks. With the fucking panic attacks. Get the fuck out of here.
So this is the guy here who's running the tournament, and he said congratulations to the winner.
So here we even have some comments on Bassam's post. Here we have, hope they never sponsor you again. Yeah, true. You removed Kingsman for a slight chance the women might look in your direction. Pathetic. Oh, fucking absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think Bassam was just not taking that disrespect, and low-key, like, I didn't want that disrespect.
Yes, because disrespect is disagreeing with you. Yeah. Of course.
I thought it was like way better.
And you saw how she was totally aggressive and really hostile. She was talking shit to him. She was degrading him, calling him a loser. The other girl was making fun of him for needing money for college. But now whenever they face accountability, now they're the victim. Nope. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, you're not.
The audacity and the fucking the disingenuousness of these fucking people is really what it is for me. You're gonna talk about being mad, disrespectful because he wants to actually try in the tournament, and you just want to do whatever the fuck you want. See, this is something that needs to stop, especially in the gaming space when you choose to go into like play in a tournament or you play in something competitive. We need to stop with this ideology that we have to be. Everything has to be sugar-coated. Everything has to be nice. Nobody can take any constructive criticism, and then it comes off as disrespectful. Meanwhile, these people then talking shit about him, making Twitter posts about him, calling him a fucking loser, pointing out the fact that he's struggling financially to pay for his schooling, while they sit in their fucking room and stream for 8 hours a day and probably have no responsibilities and don't have any accountability. Like this shit needs to end. And you know what? Thank God that he fucking recorded that he was recording those scrim matches and put them out, because had he not done that, like I can already tell you what happened. What would have happened if he didn't have that evidence, if he didn't have the receipts, it would have been 3 women's voices against his. They would have gone to the tournament leader. They would have been like, "Hey, this guy's being a fucking asshole. He's doing this, that, and that. He's asking her to switch. He's making her sad." And then, the truth never would have come to light, and we'd be, nobody would have seen any of this, and we'd be looking at a completely different situation right now.
It would suck to have someone talk shit behind your back on your team. Yep. There it is.
What?
All right, and as of editing this right now, apparently CeCe has actually begun to lose sponsorships over all of this.
Her sponsorships now. She got kicked from the Infinity Mice program, so she's no longer held as a sponsor by them. She then got banned from Twitch. Even though she was a Twitch partner, she got completely banned. She then was removed from Solaris by the creator, like the actual creator of the company, made a statement regarding oh my god. And now someone's gone headhunting and is going after her Razor sponsorship. Guess how they responded? Oh my gosh.
Oh
my
shit.
gosh, she's getting wiped off the face of the earth. I think we have historically seen atomic and nuclear bombs do less damage to people than this entire situation has done to CeCe's career. Do you know how bad it is? How bad it has to be for you to lose not 1, not 2, but close to 3+ sponsorships? Because you didn't want to win a tournament for 40K. That is crazy. Nah, oh no. Oh no, I was mainly joking about the flipping burgers at McDonald's, but she might have to.
It was obviously dog shit. Like, why does anybody put up with this shit? I mean, I'd be mauling it. How does anybody on the team not say anything about that?
I'm going to say something, and it might, somebody has to say it, and, maybe other content creators won't say it. The reason they're putting up with it, I think, has to do with their gender. It does. Because it's about feelings over actually winning the fucking game. Like, I paint like this hypothetical situation, right? If this had been a team full of nothing but guys, right? I don't think this ever would have happened. I don't think you would have seen this. Because the second that, money was mentioned and money is on the line, a group of guys are going to look at each other, and even if it's not a lot of money to you, but somebody on the team says, "Hey guys, like I really want to win this. I want to get this bag." The boys are going to lock in. I'm going to be honest. I don't see this happening. Like, if this is a team full of guys, I just don't see this happening. So, yeah, this right here, 1000%, girls defending girls. I really think in this scenario, not all women are inherently bad. They don't all do this. It's not all women. I just want to say that. But in this situation, it really is girls defending girls type bullshit.
Right? So the thing about it is, you got girls fighting with other girls, talking about how they've been set back. Girls started the trend on Twitter to say they got set back. Women just got set back in gaming. Girls, that's the #1 thing talked about alongside this situation. I gotta ask y'all, do y'all feel like that? Because genuinely, I'm gonna tell you, ladies, look, y'all are fine. Y'all are fine, bro. Ain't nothing wrong. We toxic all the time. Y'all are fine, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, guys, we cuss each other out all the time. You're just gonna get cussed out in game. You got build some tough skin.
Yeah, and honestly, like I would have to agree. I would have to say he's right. Like, ladies, like we want you in these spaces. Like, we do. Like, you're welcome to come in there. There's no problem with it. The problem is that there are too many bad actors that come into this space, and the second they're met with anything that comes off as anytime anyone disagrees with them, doesn't fall in line, or they get into an argument with some guy and he gets one over on her. They fall back on that crutch. And they call him a misogynist. They do use that sex, that gender as an identity, as a weapon against everybody. And that's the problem. And he's right. No. If you're going to be in here, that's absolutely fine. That's fine. You're going to have to develop some thick skin, though. You're gonna have to develop some thick skin, and you gotta take it as good as you give it, and that's just how it is.